Hello and welcome to another edition of my Words of Shakespeare review series, where I go out and about on my outings throughout my neck of the woods, Newcastle, Sydney and abroad, and I give a visual review of my adventures. On the 14th of March 2026, my brother Guy of fellow YouTube channel Expeditions Anywhere and I went to Qudos Bank Arena at Sydney Olympic Park, New South Wales to see American alternative rock band Linkin Park on their From Zero tour. With Australian metalcore band Solaris as their opening act, this is the first time Linkin Park has toured Australia since 2013, when they headlined that year's Now Defunct Sound Festival, and the first time they have performed there since the tragic passing of digital co-vocalist Chester Bennington in 2017, with ex-Dead Sarah vocalist Emily Armstrong being Bennington's replacement. Much to the mixed reception of rusted-on fans of the band that provided the soundtrack to their teen years during the 2000s decade. The band consists of vocalist Mike Shinoda and the aforementioned Emily Armstrong, DJ Mike Khan, bassist Dave Phoenix Harrell, guitarist Brad Delson, and newly joined drummer Colin Britton, who replaced former drummer and co-founder Rob Burden. I have been a fan of Linkin Park since my early teens, following the 2007 release of their third album, Minutes to Midnight, and since I inherited my brother's CD collection, which had their first two albums, Hybrid Fury and Meriora respectively. So even though I didn't see the band when Bennington was still alive, I was incredibly eager to see what the new incarnation of this much beloved band can do. The concert consisted of the band performing a surfeit of their well-known discography from their prime years, including One Step Closer, Somewhere I Belong, Points of Authority, From the Inside, Lies, Greed, Misery, What I've Done, famous for its inclusion of the first Transformers live-action movie directed by Michael Bay, Numb, A Place for My Head, and the encore containing three of their famous songs from Hybrid Fury and Meteora, Paper Cut, In the End, and Faint. This concert, which was in support of their last album From Zero, also contained a band performing new songs of the aforementioned album, such as The Emptiness Machine, Two-Faced, and Over Each Other. The shortlist for this concert was a different, shortened one due to Emily Armstrong coming down with a minor flu, which resulted in the Adelaide show being scrapped from the Australian leg of the tour, hence some songs such as Heavy's the Crown, New Divide, and Crawling being dropped from the setlist from previous tours. Despite Armstrong's ailment, she did knock over the park that night, even though, in my opinion, she sounded a bit too hard like her late predecessor from the From Zero album, even though the album was meant to be a return to their nu metal roots from their Hybrid Theory era. The sound quality and the atmosphere for this concert was a leafly exhilarating display, complete with the neon laser-like displays reminiscent of the Tron movies, unuse of smoke effects and confetti, even though some part of the set was blocking my view of the giant screens where I was sitting. Mike Shinoda and Armstrong even had crowd interactions and fan interactions during the songs. Since it was an alternative rock concert, it wouldn't be complete without the rowdiness of the mosh pit and the circle pit. Since I've been a fan of alt rock, including my love for the mainstream pop and 90s Europop and Eurodance scenes, I would personally get absolutely torn apart in one of those areas during one of these concerts of one of my much loved bands from the former genre during my salad days, which were my teen years, which would definitely result in a massive sensory overload. Even if this concert was a solid showing, my only minor nitpick of the night was the show being devoid of an emotional tribute to the aforementioned departed Bennington, who was still living when LP last performed in Australia 30 years prior to the previously mentioned Soundwave Festival. Shinoda seeing one more light from the aforementioned title track from their final album released during Bennington's lifetime would have sufficed, but still, the latter's memory still burns bright to this very day. In closing, despite the shortened setlist due to Armstrong still being a bit under the weather, it was still an ultimately frantically high-energy performance from this new generation of this band that I truly loved during my entire high school days. The many fans I talked to loved the constant Armstrong's present and the sing-alongs to their famous tracks that made the band shine during the 2000s decade. I'm pretty much a sucker for 2000s and late 90s nostalgia, since I have a newfound appreciation for nu metal after watching Trainwreck Woodstock 999, the Netflix documentary The Woodstock 99 Disaster, which Jacksonville-based band Limp Bizkit infamously performed. Even though they stopped being a band of the aforementioned genre beginning with Minutes to Midnight in 2007, From Zero was paying homage to original roots, a la The Cure going back to their gothic rock roots with Disintegration, originally released in 1989. This concert will be one of the shows that I've always remembered, and many fans will continue to keep Bennington's memory alive as he would have wanted the band to continue, especially with Armstrong's input. I give this performance of Linkin Park's From Zero tour a 7 out of 10. This has been another edition of Words of Shakespeare. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and be sure to subscribe and tell your mates about this channel. Stay amazing and happy trails, your boy KJ.